locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Sacramento Kings. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Friday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Saturday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Fox in at the point with Herter next to him. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. And it's George in at the 1. And we've gotten a taste of what these teams look like, Brent. But it's only been a few games.
Well, they're going to make some adjustments along the way, B.A., and we'll see how these younger players start to develop throughout the course of the season. The process for each of these teams, it's officially begun.
Great D that time from Murray. And it's Sacramento's ball, coming off a win against the Blazers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Oh, Fox with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. And Fox powers it home.
Well, Fox more and more getting some respect on the defensive end, and his speed is making the difference now.
Collins finds Sexton from outside the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Fox has got the ball here for Sacramento. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. That's good from DeRozan. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
DeRozan hits them both. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Grant.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Now here's George, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside Herter. Fox against George from 12 feet. And another miss by Sacramento. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And there's the lob. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Got it. Fox has got 6. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Outside Sexton. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. The message that he sent to his team is that they need to be laser focused on DeMar DeRozan. He told me DeRozan can expect to see plenty of double teams. He said if they're going to beat us tonight, DeMar's not going to be the guy to do it. And of course, DeMar may have something to say about that. We'll find out. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Such a versatile scorer. Fox is superb at understanding when to take the mid-range.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It seemed like they were forcing shots, and the shooting percentage reflected that.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Lynn's checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Herter. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. In the third spot, Utah.
And they were so awesome last year on the boards, blocking out, maintaining position, and finishing off possessions with the rebound. They are physical, and that effort afforded them a ton of extra possessions.
And he makes a first. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Now here's DeRozan. A 23-point game for him in the win against Portland. Williams grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
On the wing, Sexton. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Clarkson. Down low. Here's Eubanks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
No, that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Now here's Fox. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And another key for them was his rebound. Just a great effort.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 10 points.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Utah ahead, they're up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Drew Eubanks out there with John Collins. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And the bucket is good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
McLaughlin, pass to Ellis. And he lobs it up. The rebound by the Jazz. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
They'll face each other 4 times this season. Let's see which team starts off strong.
Yeah, who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Free throw drops for Sabonis. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position.
Pass to Herter. Here's DeRozan. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Well, Herter is a shooter, but right now dropping some nice dimes.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Markkanen for 3. It's hauled in by Herter.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Markkanen against DeRozan. Oh, Kessler with the block. Clarkson against Monk. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Lenz checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Monk. Fox feeling it out a bit. Shoots over George. And it's Fox missing. Utah leading by 5. And he's going for the lob. And Collins with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside Herter. 35 seconds left in the first half of this game. And another miss by Sacramento. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Markkanen, the pass to Sexton. And here's George. Kicks it out to Collins. 5 to shoot. Sexton goes in, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Sexton looking confident, tried to find a gap, made his way in there and got fouled.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
Good on the second one. Here's Fox. He's got 10. From 10 feet away. The shot no good. And so it's Utah up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And taking a look at the Kings, You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Utah Jazz.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Fox in at the point with Herter next to him. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Keegan Murray went 4th overall in 2022, and he said of his role with the Kings, being a high draft pick comes with a lot of responsibility on both ends of the court. Just being that third guy they can rely on offensively, defensively, and take the pressure off of them. Brian, he has risen to the challenge.
For sure, Allie. Thanks for that. Herter passes to Murray. The bottom. Free ball from Keegan.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Greg.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Yep, that one's good. Kessler's got his first 2 points of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Herter against Sexton. Back to Fox. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the inside. Here's Kessler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal.
That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. George against Fox. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Markkanen, the pass to George. Pass to Kessler. Here's Markkanen. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Kings trail by 10. Fox outside. Now here's Sabonis. He's covered by Kessler. Fades and shoots. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Sabonis has got 5 points.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your three to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play.
2 points. That one goes.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis and denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's the three, and DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Murray. 7 points in the game.
And what's interesting, the three ball isn't a big part of DeRozan's game, but when he's feeling it, he can make it happen.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Williams comes in for Collins. Sensabaugh is checked in for Larry Markkinen. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for George. 56 seconds left in the third quarter here. Ball stolen. Here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Shot from the wing. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Continuing to expand his offensive game, Fox, a potent scorer, and will fill it up in a hurry.
Sexton against Fox. Now here's Sexton. Defense right on him. Eubanks, the pass to Sexton. To the left wing. Now here's Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Eubanks. And finally they hit one. Eubanks, he's got 6. Fox against Sexton. Fox outside. No good with the triple. And so it's Utah closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Collier. Williams is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Monk with a steal. Herder against Clarkson. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Well, Herder also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Clarkson passes to Eubanks, to the paint. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Herder. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Herder getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
Here's Mikhailuk. Monk covers. Here's Mikhailuk. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
They got that board, but they've been getting hurt on the glass all night long.
Len is good. Len's got his first points of the night.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Len being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
And we we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Here for Utah. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Jazz lead by 2. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Ellis is checked in for Herter. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. DeRozan finds Fox. And here's Sabonis. Kessler with a rebound.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Sexton looking around. Throws it up high. And finished off by Kessler.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Takes a 13-footer. And it's Fox missing. DeRozan against Markkanen. To the middle. Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Fox against George. Sabonis with a screen on George. Fox, that's good.
That is a mature play from De'Aaron Fox. Not afraid to take the big one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to George. Kessler, a screen on Fox. The three, George. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Ellis. Murray with it. Collins defending. Now Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Defended by DeRozan. Here's Collins. And it's good.
The big man coming through. Collins delivering. That's the big fella.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to DeRozan. Puts up a three, and it's in. And that one brings them within one.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fox against George to tie it up. It falls! Oh, a tremendous three! We're tied!
Fox stepping up in the clutch here.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Markkanen looking it over. Kessler, a screen on DeRozan. Markkanen for three. And he drills the triple.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.